Hey guys, good morning. It's Tony. Big day today. We have CPI releasing in about half an hour. Not too much of a reaction from the NASDAQ right now. Right now, it is looking a little bit on the bull side, though. Again, this doesn't really matter because this can change 100% after CPI gets released, and we can 100% dump really, really fast if CPI comes out to something stupid like, 10% or whatever. But so far, we're still within this trading range, right? Yesterday we actually dumped, which is completely fine because you probably dumped due to the actual what is it called, the news of CPI today, right? TA, we're saying that we're gonna run all the way back to 13.1, possibly back to highs of where we were, I think, back on Monday. We can look at SPX too. We'll look at the SPY. Same thing for SPY. I mean, you're essentially bouncing off trend right now. I mean, we'll go to the 3 hour just to make this trend a little bit nicer to see. But you haven't really. I mean, you haven't. There you go. I mean, you close this bear candle under trend, but you immediately pop back up, right? So again, SPY does not want to close under trend because there is no news yet. There is no confirmation. So as of right now, you are essentially in, you know, zone two. I mean, you can do zone one, right? Zone 1, 2, 3. I mean, to make this things a lot like more clear. So we'll do this, right? Super easy, right? We'll do this. Zone one, sure. Zone two. And then down here is zone three. Zone three is where, obviously where you don't want to be. But as of right now, we're in zone two. We're pretty neutral area right now, right? We're in a very minor trend that started back here in August 2nd, and it's really only been going for like a couple of days now, right? So you have regular market structure, right? Higher lows and higher highs. So as of right now, TA is looking bullish on the S&P 500, which is what I said before. Everything else is looking bearish on every single other chart, but the S&P 500 stays bullish, right? Again, this doesn't matter because CPI comes out in half an hour, and that's gonna dictate what direction we're probably actually gonna go. As far as a forecast, I actually have no idea. Probability says that we're gonna actually go higher than 9.1%, especially with all of these analysts consistently being wrong. I think I saw Meet Kevin's video yesterday, and he said he said 6 out of 8 times they were wrong, right, for every single forecast. And again, that would be my guess, strictly because every single time, every single CPI has always been higher than the previous one. Always, 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 since we started tracking these, right? Like really tracking these, right? Nobody really cared about these till this year. But every single CPI has been higher than the previous month. So again, probability is we're going to go up. We're going to be either at 9.1% or higher than 9.1%, which would be an actually pretty big miss considering every single analyst from all these banks are actually at 8.5, which I think is Credit Suisse is at 8.5. There's 8.5, 8.6, 8.7, 8.8, around. And it's basically every single analyst is basically coming out with numbers under 9% CPI or inflation. And again, just by going off probability, it seems wrong. It seems like every single analyst is going to be wrong, and we're either going to be at 9%, 9.1, or I think higher. And that's just based off of the fact that this is just trend. Every single month has been higher than the one before. And if we look, and obviously we're just using last month's 9.1, we're gonna be at 9% or higher, right? Just what it is. So probability says that CPI is gonna come out higher than last month, which I actually think would end up tanking this market extremely hard. And I gotta get rid of this. I actually had. So here we go. So, right, I think we have a really strong shot at going back to like 390, $400. More than likely 390 at least. I think we can dump extremely hard back to 390, which within like a month or so. Can we go back even lower? I think so, especially because we're divergent on the NASDAQ and everything looks like it can really dump really hard. And you've already given up this trend, right? You already broke major trend, which is pretty significant, right? You already broke major trend right here, full 4 hour break, right? But I mean, we can definitely go back up to like here, retest at like 416, whatever, and then dump extremely hard. So if CPI does come out high and we actually shoot up back to like 415, 416, I think we're just going to retest that major trend here and then like dump extremely hard. So, but we'll see. we'll see, right? We have no idea what's going to happen yet. You know, Bitcoin and Ethereum are actually pretty bullish right now. We actually just closed. We're gonna be closing on Ethereum a 4-hour bull trigger in the next minute and 30 seconds. So as of right now, the last time we actually did this, you know, you had a really nice run from from right here, right? You had a super nice run from lows of here to highs. You went up $121, but if you run the actual full run, right, you went up 253 bucks on Ethereum. If you run that same trigger, so TA on crypto is bullish, right? So this is what, 6 days, 8 hours, 12, whatever. Point is 253 is the target. 253 somewhere right somewhere right there. So essentially we're going to get very, very close. TA says that we're going to go to, you know, almost $2,000 in the next 6 days or so for Ethereum. But again, it all depends how CPI whoa. Jesus Christ. It all depends how CPI comes out. CPI comes out under 9.1%. You can dignify that last month CPI hit a bottom, and I think we keep rallying extremely hard. CPI comes out 9.1%, which I actually think is the higher probability. There's a very strong chance that we're going to dump really, really hard, and we can see we can have Ethereum break this trend and come back to like $1,400, possibly after that back to $1,000. So I don't know, man. It's kind of up in the air, and then we'll know exactly what's going to happen in 30 minutes. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.